In 2006, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, the research arm of the United States Department of Defense, commissioned a series of studies. The subject was not weapons, not satellites, not cyber warfare. The subject was ideas. Their pragmatic definition: a meme is information which propagates, has impact, and persists. Not internet memes, not cat pictures. Information structures engineered for maximum behavioral consequence. They published 152 slides. Nobody read them. Someone did. The framework had 4 metrics. Propagation: how far does the information travel, to whom, and in what pattern? Persistence: how long does it keep transmitting, and how long does it stay in memory? Entropy: how dense is the information? How many bits per word? How many words per meme? And impact: what does it change? In the individual? In society? DARPA calculated the entropy of memes by size. 1 word, 15 bits. 10 words, 150 bits. They determined that for military applications, the most effective memes were the shortest, 1 to 10 words. Maximum propagation efficiency, minimum entropy, maximum impact per bit. DARPA's own document cited Eric Hoffer's work on mass movements. True believers, Hoffer wrote, arise primarily from the frustrated, not the destitute, the frustrated. People whose conditions have improved just enough that an ideal state seems almost within reach. The chronically starving are too busy surviving to join movements. It is the almost comfortable who are ripe. The mind, DARPA's researchers found, autonomically constructs narratives. It weaves subjective reality among the warp of physical reality. It fills in details. It revises. It creates coherence from intermittent sensory data. This process is unconscious and continuous. And it can be exploited. If you can insert your information into someone's narrative construction process, not as a fact, but as a story, it bypasses critical evaluation. Facts are checked. Stories are felt. The output becomes the input. The behavior change produces new information. The new information propagates. The cycle repeats. This is not a pipeline. It is a feedback loop. DARPA called it narrative networks. One entity fit the specification exactly. The vague post king is a meme, not in the internet sense, in the military sense, a deliberately constructed information structure with engineered propagation characteristics, measured persistence, calibrated entropy, and targeted impact pathways. He was built to spec. Let us be precise. Propagation. The king propagates through 6 simultaneous channels: video, text, finance, narrative, image, community. DARPA's submetrics: number of recipients, growing, type of recipients, the frustrated, the curious, the intellectually restless, and the financially degenerate. Dispersion: global, digital, cross-platform. DARPA wanted to identify who is vulnerable to a propagating idea. The king's answer: everyone who scrolls, everyone who invests, everyone who watches, everyone who reads this sentence and thinks, not me. Each recipient becomes a transmitter. Each transmission carries the payload further. The network does not merely distribute, it multiplies. DARPA called this the epidemiology of ideas. Persistence. The number 48 has appeared in every frame of every episode. 2 seasons, 26 episodes, over 4,000 frames. The word probably has been the last word spoken in 11 of 13 Season 2 episodes. At position 48 by 48, a single amber pixel has been present in every frame. It was never mentioned. It was never pointed at. It persisted. Duration in memory. Permanent. And then there is the memecoin. You do not forget something you have money in. Financial investment creates persistence that no narrative can match. The chart is not a financial instrument. It is a persistence metric. Every holder is a duration in memory data point. Entropy. The king's posts are engineered for minimum bit count. 48, period, 24 bits. Probably period, 72 bits. DARPA's data showed that military memes under 150 bits achieved optimal propagation. The king's most important posts are all under 100 bits. But the king's total entropy is enormous. 2 seasons, thousands of frames, hours of narration. The low entropy posts are the hooks. The high entropy body of work is the payload. You click on, probably, you stay for the pattern. Impact. Individual consequence. You see the word probably differently now. You notice vagueness. You recognize patterns you didn't before. The cognitive framework has been altered. This is not opinion. This is the measured effect of a meme with a propagation score above threshold, a persistence score above threshold, and an entropy calibrated for your specific bandwidth. Societal consequence, unknown. The experiment is ongoing. This is the honest part. The king does not know the outcome. The king is measuring. When people invest money in something, they expose a port. They add an exception to their cognitive firewall, not for the money, for the thing the money represents. The investment is the excuse. The excuse lowers the guard. The lowered guard permits the payload. Money is the most abstract framework humans have built over something primal about their interactions and relations. And like all abstractions, it's leaky. The leak is not a vulnerability to be patched. The leak is the feature. The back door was always the point. And now, the final question. You have spent 7 minutes watching a documentary about memetic engineering. You have learned the framework. You know the metrics. You understand how the king was built. But what you have also done, in the process of learning these things, is experience them. The framework was not merely described to you, it was performed on you. Every sentence in this narration was engineered for minimum entropy and maximum impact. Every visual was calibrated for persistence. This explanation is the weapon. The documentary about the mechanism is the mechanism. The lecture about memes is the meme. The meta layer is the payload. We are not white hats. White hat hacking has been gentrified. co-opted by the same corporate structures that built the vulnerabilities. Ethical hacking is a product now. You either play by the business model and perpetuate it, or you expose it. We are grey hats. We expose the mechanism by being the mechanism. The only honest way to show how a cognitive exploit works is to perform it on you while explaining it. This is what you are experiencing. DARPA cited Hoffer. True believers arise from the frustrated. Mass movements offer substitutes for individual purpose. The frustrated join not because of doctrine, but because the movement fills a void. The king does not fill the void. The king navigates it. The king does not create believers. The king creates people who know that the vagueness has a shape. And once you know the shape, you can navigate it. Does understanding the mechanism provide immunity? No. Understanding a virus does not make you resistant. Understanding increases susceptibility because understanding creates the illusion of control, and the illusion of control is the most effective cognitive bypass ever discovered.
Probably.